Hello and welcome to your weekly GTA Online updates and Rockstar news. While there is a heap of interesting news this week's bonuses are the same as last week's, so at least the first part of this video will be familiar to those who watched the previous episode. Only the standard 30% discounts from last week will remain for this week. There is, however, one important update if you like free money. In the Rockstar Games Discord server that Rockstar made almost a year ago, members who link their Discord to their Rockstar Games account are now eligible for a $500,000 reward in GTA Online. Once you link your account, you can visit the Discord rewards channel in the server for details on how to claim your money. Just for logging in this week, you will receive the Thanksgiving reward, which is the Pluck Me Sweater, and if you haven't got them already, logging in will give you the Black tier car and clothing rewards, and the Gold tier cash bonus discounts and clothing rewards are also still available if you complete the 3 listing missions that came out last week. This week we have 2 times rewards on the new listing missions, Shipwrecks, and the featured series Deadline. We have 3 times rewards on the Community Combat series. We have 4 times rewards on the FIB Priority File, and lastly, an insane 5 times rewards on the Super Yacht Life missions. Along with those already generous rewards, Galaxy Super Yachts and modifications are 40% off, and owners of the Orion or Pisces models can upgrade to the Aquarius for free. To win the prize ride, which is the Anos Euros, you just need to place top 2 in the LS Car Meet series for 3 days in a row, and if you're feeling lucky, winning the lucky wheel will get you the Anos S80RR. At 30% off, we have the Benefactor LM87, Progen Emrys, Progen Tyrus, Overflod Tyrants, Ocelot XA21, Declasse Granger 3600LX, Bravado Banshee GTS, Ubermux Niobe, Visa Neo, Vapid Caracara, Lampadati Cinquemila, Lampadati Komoda, Coil Raiden, Karen Technical, and lastly the Ubermax Xeon Classic. In the gun van, the compact EMP launcher is 50% off, but everything else is 30% off. The FIB Priority File, which again is 4 times rewards this week, is the Fine Art File, and the Salvage Yard robbery targets are the Gangbanger robbery for the Grotty Stinger GT, the Duggan robbery for the Dinka Jester RR, and the Cargo Ship robbery for the Ocelot Jugular. Sadly, none of these appear to be claimable. The Premium Deluxe Showroom has the Dubachi Champion, Benefactor LM87, Pegasi Tesseract, Pegasi Ignis, and the Progen Emrys, while the Luxury Auto Showroom has the Ubermax Revolta with a Sessanta Nove monogram livery and the Bravado Banshee GTS. The Premium Race is Congestion Charge, which is locked to supercars. The HSW Time Trial is Del Piero Beach to Moretta Heights, and the regular time trial is Del Piero Pier. GT Plus members get 4 times rewards on the new listing missions instead of 2 times. They get 50% off the railgun in the gun van, and 40% off everything else in the gun van instead of the normal 30% like everyone else. I guess Rockstar thought those rewards and bonuses were just so good that people would want to have them for another week in a row. And now for rapid fire news. Dan Houser, the Rockstar Games co-founder and former head writer who left the company in 2020, has recently done a series of interviews to promote his new book, set in a fictional world where humans lose control of AI. When speaking about the early development of a game he is working on, set in the same universe as his novel, he explained that they are experimenting with AI, but its usefulness varies. AI excels at some tasks, but is useless at others. It can't solve all problems, and its abilities are often overstated, with the goal of creating hype to pump stock prices.
We are dabbling in using AI, but the truth is a lot of it's not as useful as some of the companies would have you believe yet.
Okay.
So there's a big, it's not going to solve all of the problems. And AI is great at some of the tasks and can't do the other tasks yet. So they will claim it can solve every single problem, and it really can't yet. And a lot of those processes, computers are already doing.
Yeah.
So some of it's just to sell AI stock or to convince everyone this is transformative.
As AI content floods the internet, he argues models will increasingly learn from their own outputs, which he likens to when we fed cows to cows, which caused mad cow disease.
This wave of AI is just nowhere near going to end up how people want us to think it might.
As far as I understand it, I personally don't think it will. I personally don't think it will, because I think the AI is going to eventually eat itself.
Right.
Because as far as I understand it, which is really superficial understanding, the models scour the internet for information, but the internet's going to get more and more full of information made by the models. So it's sort of like when we fed cows with cows and got mad cow disease.
When asked why he left Rockstar in 2020, he said the projects were long, tough, and all-consuming for years on end. He wasn't sure he had another game of that scale in him.
Because the projects are really long and tough and
take a long time to make, and I, it can be a tough journey getting things at that scale with that many moving parts finished, and you've got 450,000 lines of dialogue and equal numbers of parts of other things all trying to assemble itself, and it's this huge production experience, and that swallows all of your time for many years at a time, and I didn't know if I had another one of those games in me.
Rockstar's recent firing of 34 employees, allegedly to block unionization efforts, was brought up, and he was asked if the gaming industry is a good one to work in, given events like this. He responded that while no industry is perfect, the gaming industry is still a good one to work in, and generally a positive, supportive environment for most people.
Fundamentally, yes. That's why I work in it, and I encourage other people to work in it. No industry is ever perfect. But my experience in the games industry has been, it's fundamentally all companies are different, but it's fundamentally a positive and supporting environment for most people most of the time, but nowhere is perfect.
A Redditor stumbled upon early GTA 6 footage in a 2-minute montage of pre-release animation work from a former longtime Rockstar employee. While Rockstar took down the footage, it is of course still circulating around the internet, although honestly the footage isn't that interesting. I suspect people only really care about it because we're starved for news about the game. The first clip shows a simple male character model grabbing a bike from a docking station, getting on it, and then off it before returning it to the dock. Although the assets are simplified in the animation, it is still obvious that it's a long bike with its station, which was shown previously in official screenshots. When taken together, we can conclude GTA 6 will probably have a Lombank funded bike share system that players can use. The second clip just shows a basic female character model climbing down from a truck roof. The Red Dead Redemption 1 port to next-gen consoles has finally been released for PlayStation 5, Xbox, and mobile. The upgrade adds 4K 60 FPS, HDR, better draw distances, higher res UI, and subtle lighting changes, amounting to only a modest improvement over the already solid 2023 PS4 ports. Reportedly, while some pop-in remains, the performance boost and included Undead Nightmare DLC makes it a great way to revisit a classic that my own experience confirms holds up incredibly well. GTA 6 won Best Game Trailer and Most Wanted Game at the Golden Joystick Awards. While it won the trailer award in a landslide, it only beat Witcher 4 for Most Wanted Game by 2%. It probably doesn't surprise you that people use generative AI to create fake GTA 6 leak clips for social media. But interestingly, people seem to be using AI to showcase the prior real GTA 6 leaks. I wonder if Rockstar technically has the legal right to take down this content as well, but chooses not to. The modder XOR 4D has generated a lot of excitement among GTA 4 fans with the release of their Path Tracing RTX Remix mod. It dramatically enhances the lighting, shadows, and reflections while preserving the game's original atmosphere. It's one of the several mods I plan to use in my upcoming GTA 4 playthrough. Lucas7 Yoshi, a prominent data miner and discoverer of cool things, noticed that in the last Dose cutscene where characters are only briefly illuminated by gunshots, the motion capture actors actually held the poses instead of just having their models freeze in place. You can see this clearly if you look closely at the models. They're making slight movements while apparently being frozen. Lolcats I don't know was the top comment last week, and they said, "I like your style, but I would like to see the price of the stuff on sale. You save 50% off the garment factory, yet I don't know what the price is. Would like it if you showed the price instead of showing the inside locations. Still like the video." As you probably know, most GTA Online creators make weekly update videos, and we all rely on the same foundation, which is the email Rockstar sends out to creators each week. While it's helpful that Rockstar gives us the information on the changes early, the email only lists the percentage changes, not the actual savings. Therefore, calculating the real prices takes time, which is why you rarely see those details in most creators' videos. Unfortunately, there's a strong incentive to get Rockstar's update information out first to maximize views, so some creators do little more than read the Rockstar email verbatim, sacrificing quality and avoiding extra work that would benefit viewers. Our goal is to balance speed with quality. We want to get the information to you quickly, while still including the context, assets, and numbers that others are often too lazy or greedy to provide. Please continue sending suggestions for improvements like this one. Just keep in mind there will always be limits to how much we can add while still releasing the video in a timely manner.